Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Colorado Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on last year's national champions, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game be... And the Buffaloes will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Alabama's offense will get the first swing of the game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven.
Breaks into the open. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33.
Really good-looking run. You know, you think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
Now the play fake. Got it in the middle, it's Fields. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Alabama pushing the tempo. Looking to throw, it's Weeks. A strike downfield. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Line gets set, first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. That's caught. It's Fields. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on third and long. Bringing the heat. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
Send the tight end in motion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Fires into the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown, Bucks!
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. Found his open target. Accurate throw. And 2 plays through the air. And they've got that's 6 points on the board.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, and get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Back to throw, it's Weeks. That's caught, it's Reese. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly. That receiver winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
Gives it on the option. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. Off play action on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Reese. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Extra point here will tie the game. Well, you could draw a line in the middle and he would have hit that thing. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Nebraska is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Lincoln. One of the most special places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Arkansas. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the Buffaloes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab on the left. There he goes. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Guys, let's look big picture at Colorado. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there. As we get closer to the playoff, that becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
The Buffaloes will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Here comes that Alabama offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. Creates a little room. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play call. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Quickly complete. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Alabama quickly back to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now, get ready for another one.
To throw, it's Weeks. Fires on the move. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Nestled just inside that right upright. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the run from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Working that left side now. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today, though.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Back open in the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Looking to throw on 1st down. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. Back to throw, it's Weeks. Makes the catch.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
They're going back to the ground. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Alabama pushing the tempo. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
Yeah, they're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run, and if you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
It's a reverse. Couldn't find any room at all, and he'll lose 7 on the play. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Just drives it between the uprights. The lead is 6 in the first.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And a short gain on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the first. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. And the Buffaloes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. They'll give it to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down. The Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. Past the sticks and still on his feet. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Right on the money. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. And the Buffaloes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Nose is ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Runs through the tackle. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Buffaloes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. On target. And they'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. So it's an 80-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Reese. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Dropping back, it's Weeks. Finds the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Wants to throw it. Fires to the tight end. Alabama will get the first down. This drive's been productive so far. Already picked up a couple of first downs. Now out close to midfield. Out of the gun. The inside handoff to the running back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Motion from the wideout. He's looking to throw. Whips it out on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's got it inside the 25. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. The inside handoff. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Scanning the field, it's Weeks. Got it! Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. They'll run the option. Now the toss. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. Back to pass on 2nd down. Trying to find the end zone. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Our defense, nice job early in the game, playing well with your backs against the wall. The job's not over yet, though. This is an offense that has shown that they can go for it on fourth down, especially during these situations.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And they've regained the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Out of the gun, the inside kid. Turning it on! Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. New set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. Gets it out quickly.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Buffaloes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Now, 4th down.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Going for the marker on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. All they needed were a couple of inches, and they were able to convert on 4th down.
Man, I like the play call. You don't have to be perfect. You just need a couple of inches. I mean, you got a back that you trust that can lower his pads, fall forward.
Trying to beat the D deep. He got it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. After getting stuffed, what do they have for an answer here on 3rd and goal from the 2? Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. He goes down after the short return. Get the football back. The Crimson Tide been deep in their own end trying to find a little breathing room. The give to the tailback. Just tried to barge their way forward out of the gun and still couldn't find any room to run. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Reese. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. The give to the back. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. That's a perfect example of not settling whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Hauls it in. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He's got the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of to find some way somehow to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive? They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far today in Boulder, and welcome in to the halftime update. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys more than a mile above sea level at Folsom Field.
Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff. 17. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they've taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We've got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
Quarterback on the move, still looking. Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. And the Buffaloes will have it 1st and 10. Gets it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Buffaloes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. It's complete to the left. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He's got it on the right. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Lost to throw again. He caught it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. The Buffaloes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Go straight ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bucks! They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
They took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front. That's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
16.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Reese. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes that Alabama offense. RPO complete to open the drive. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that 1st down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. To the air. It's Weeks. Pressure coming. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He was working his way on the return toward
6. And your Colorado Buffaloes will take over.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st, an array of possibilities here. They'll try to get it through the air. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Touchdown, Colorado! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? And you can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Minnesota is on the ropes, and it's like they're looking at their corner and saying, no mas. The type of performance we're just not used to seeing in Minneapolis. They're trailing by 14 to Northwestern. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
He lofted high and deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Snags it over the middle. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Hunt is on its way. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to sling it on second down. Zings it complete to the right. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Last completion moves the sticks in, and let's see if they try it again. From the gun, running back on the move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Duggan. That'll be a gain of about 7. Leaves him with 3rd and 3. And the Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Got out of trouble and throws. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Well, it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Weeks. Quick completion on the out. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Buffaloes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Got him downfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Quickly to the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work.
Puts it out of the air. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Using the quick game. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And the punishment has been extended.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss.
16.
He'll start the return inside his 5.
The return.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
1st and 10.
They'll try the left side. Hard running there. There he goes. Crosses midfield. At the 30. The 10. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
How about the offensive line working in tandem on these blocks? You see some of those guys, they got up into the 2nd level, got a hat on a hat, and that left open a huge crease for the running back.
That was the epitome of a chunk play, and now they've got it 1st and goal, trying to cash it in. Trying to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step 1. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step 1 accomplished.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, and knocked it right down the middle. Boy, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown.
23.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. His drive will open from the 15. Looking to throw on 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Intercepted, number 19. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Grease. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Weeks. Got a man. It's Reese. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. He lofts one down the sideline. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up. Pulls and throws off the RPO.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Looking for a gap. It's Duggan. Got enough for the first. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. And the Buffaloes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking to throw on 1st down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. This time it's complete. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. The Buffaloes have their offense in high gear. Wants to go up top. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Buffs! And the stomping has commenced. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Nebraska is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Tommy Frazier, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Arkansas. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Snagged in the middle. It's Fields. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass. It's Weeks. Under fire. Finds space on the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Power football with the run. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Complete. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. And that one's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Not always the old line. Sometimes those receivers want to get a jump on the snap count, and they'll move them back.
Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he'll be smacked to the ground. This feels like 4-down territory, third and short from the 40. They just keep firing. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Throwing right. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll leave it with him. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Back to pass. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Hunt is on its way. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Here comes that Alabama offense. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Weeks. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He threw it down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Brings it down on the right side. Open spaces. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
PAT unit on the field. Splits those uprights right in half. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Running to the left. Big-time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. Makes a connection. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. And the Buffaloes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Tight end now in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Colorado! And the pummeling has started. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
56, Alabama, 30.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Reese. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Looking to throw, it's Weeks. Fakes to grab.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Catch in the middle, it's Davis. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. That's caught. It's Fields.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This off.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Buffaloes. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the fourth quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Alabama, 30.
He'll bring it out. It's Fields. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Gives it to the back on the draw. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
He's brought down at the 20. Brings up.
Here's the handoff. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. To the air, it's Weeks. Finds his man, it's Reese. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That will put the wrap on things.